Hello everyone and welcome to the Formula E Pit Lane Preview Show. We are coming to you from Monaco for round 6 of the championship. However, as you can see, today's episode, we've got a slightly different backdrop, guys. We're actually coming to you from the Yacht Club because tonight was the big night that the Gen 3 car got revealed. I mean, let's just take a moment to appreciate it. It is beautiful, it's glorious. It's been an incredible night, hasn't it, Thornton?
It really has. And don't worry, watching at home, you will get more chance to see and hear about this later on in the show. We'll also be taking you on a kind of exclusive tour of the ROKiT Venturi HQ, and we'll be talking to Mitch Evans and António Felix Costa about what it takes to win and succeed in Monaco.
But first, we thought, it's only right to take a look at who our main contenders are for this weekend. So without further ado, let's take a look.
Our last time in Monaco was one of Formula E's all-time greatest races. There was overtaking in parts of this circuit that haven't seen any in years. There was a three-way battle for the lead and last-second moves for position.
We got him!
But what does all that mean about this upcoming race, and what should we be looking out for?
Costa, Frijns and Evans were the top 3 drivers here last season, and there's reason to back each of them again. Mitch Evans has incredible momentum coming off the back of his back-to-back wins in Rome, as well as a chance at redemption after losing the lead here last season. Costa took the glory last time in Monaco, a phenomenal drive and celebrating in style. He's yet to make his way onto a podium this season, despite his previous championship-winning credentials, but there's few better places for a driver to celebrate a race win than in Monaco, as he well knows. Félix has had multiple visits to the podium this season and battled extremely well to snatch second place pretty much on the line here on his last visit. Points are points though, and that consistency has put him in a very strong position in the standings with more podiums than anyone else. But he's hungry for his first win of the season, and where better to get it? Championship leader and 2-time champion Jean-Eric Vergne knows what it takes to win in Monaco. More of that prowess that led to his very convincing win here back in Season 5 will help keep Vergne where he is at the top of the standings.
Qualifying in Monaco plays a much more significant role in the outcome of the race than in many other motorsport circuits. Obviously, we know Formula E is capable of more than a few overtakes here, but can you imagine the intensity of the head-to-head qualifying duels on this legendary circuit? One thing is for sure, an action-packed full day of racing is ahead of us. It's a home race for the ROKiT Venturi Racing team, who also have the benefit of a very competitive car package so far this season.
Third is the best the team have achieved here with Felipe Massa in 2019, but with their pace and points scored so far this season, this will be their best chance yet of a home race win.
There are more than a few drivers that have experienced the win in Monaco on this grid. Sébastien Buemi, Jean-Eric Vergne and António Felix Costa have all won here in Formula E, but the likes of Oliver Rowland, Stoffel van Dorn, Nick de Vries and more have experienced winning here in junior categories.
Formula E is a different beast though, let's not forget, and requires a fine balance of pushing and threading the needle around this incredibly tight street circuit whilst managing energy and staying competitive right up into the checkered flag.
But as we know, the race day isn't the only exciting event taking place this week, as last night we had the launch and reveal of the brand new Gen 3 car. Let's take a look.
The big Gen 3 reveal. The car is behind me. Let me step aside so that you can admire it in all of its glory. This is the moment that we've been waiting for, the future of Formula E. We're here in the Yacht Club. It couldn't be a better place to announce and reveal this beauty. I mean, what an atmosphere. Everyone's looking at it now. We're getting the driver reactions. Everyone wants to get a close-up. It's fantastic. This is the moment that we've been waiting for.
First impressions are really good. I think the car is going to be a really fast machine on the racetrack.
Yeah, it's great to see the future of Formula E. Obviously, always an exciting moment when you get to see a new car, and you know what, probably my next ride is going to be as well. So it's great to see new technology as well. And for me personally, I just can't wait to drive it and see what the performance is going to be like. At the moment, it's all talking about the numbers and hearing about it. But yeah, we've got a good-looking car, quite different to the current cars that we have. But yeah, looking forward to see what it's going to feel like on the circuit, how the handling is like, and what the racing is going to be.
Yeah, I think it looks really good. It looks quite a bit smaller. What is obviously more interesting for me is the data and how it drives. It will have more power, it is lighter, so it's quite a bit faster and therefore more fun for us drivers.
So there we go, exciting times. You cannot debate that this car is a technological revelation. We've got the fastest, lightest, most powerful, most efficient electric race car ever built, 322 kilometers per hour. We've got a ridiculous 0 to 60 time, 100 kilowatts more power. Those are some stats that I like.
I love them, Saunders. I mean, it's an incredible car, and what a location to launch it at the Yacht Club yesterday. We love to see it. It was fantastic. And I mean, Monaco, just as a city to race in, we've got the glitz, the glamour, but the race here last year was phenomenal, wasn't it?
It was amazing.
The overtakes, just everything about it was fantastic. So we thought, ahead of this weekend, why don't we have a bit of a recap, a trip down memory lane, you could say, with last year's race winner, António Felix to Costa and Mitch Evans.
What happened here, man? In this style?
Yeah, I lost the pair, so I just put them together, you know?
Ah, they were shorts before.
Hot pants.
Okay, let's go.
Good?
Good to be back here. Huh?
I know, man.
Home race for you, huh?
Home race. But I'm like a fake local one. I don't
yeah.
speak French at all.
Best coffee in town, Mitch.
It is true.
Best barista in town. A crazy one, huh?
Oh, mate. It was big.
Where'd you start? Second.
No, I was third. I was third. You?
I was pole.
Oh, you? Okay, can't remember.
Great. Quali, the top 4, like within the 10th? Half
Yeah.
a 10th?
Yeah, I made a meal of it.
Man, my lap and your lap in quali are the complete opposite, and we're like 200-300 apart. And in the race, like I didn't expect to, because obviously with all the F1 races and the previous track we have here, there was barely any overtaking.
Yeah.
We overtook each other a lot.
I was expecting some overtaking, but man, that was another level.
Yeah. And I think we had very different races, which then ended up together. I got a bit lucky when you and Jeff.
To be fair, Jeff made a good
the whole
move
last
on me.
lap there was a lot of things that
Forced
the
that
last lap.
lap.
Yeah.
The thing is with Jeff, to be fair, he made a good move on me. I wasn't expecting it.
Don't say that on camera.
I know. It hurts to say, but and then when I did the attack, man, I burnt just to catch up, and then we did that
Yeah, you overtook
the
all
average
of us.
move up the top.
He's going for it now! Oh, what a move! Evans up through Beau Rivage, takes the lead in the Monaco E-Prix.
I was like, what the hell was I thinking afterwards? But
Really?
I made for good TV. Not for energy anyway.
When you told me like where you should have lifted for that last lap, and
When you overtook me, man,
Yeah.
I should have left it before the kink.
in the tunnel.
Yeah.
Yeah, you still stayed flat. For a
Yeah,
bit.
I was like, oh, like he's for sure like in a world of pain as well.
Yeah.
Anyway, and that obviously cost me second as well because I ran out
Yeah,
down
but
the straight.
man, to be honest, it's you had to go for that strategy. At that point, you were so invested in, you had to go.
Yeah, here it's like the podium here like doesn't really matter. It's just the win.
Yeah.
Every other race, the podium matters, but here it's like just win or you forget about everyone else.
For me, I signed the same result.
Would you?
You not?
No.
Confident.
No, I'm not confident, but I can't. Yeah. For me to be on the podium again and not winning would hurt, man. It's not just because of Formula E, it's because every other category of race here, I've been on the podium and I've never won. Yeah. And I've led a lot of laps there, so it's like it's haunting me a bit. Yeah. And you made that worse last year, so that was a good race, man.
Yeah, it was really good. It was cool. And obviously when it comes out right for you, it's awesome.
Calm down and tell me that I just won. We won Monaco, mate. We did it.
It was just amazing.
Yeah.
So great to hear from António and Mitch there, isn't it, Saunders?
Yeah, really good reminder of how amazing that race was last season. And this is such a good place to go racing.
Yeah.
But also, pretty nice place to visit, right?
Pretty nice place, I'd say a very nice place. Just take a look around us. We've got the sea, the mountains. I feel like Monaco is by far one of my favourite race locations. And I did a bit of exploring as well, and I have to say, every time I'm walking around, I'm just in awe as if it's the first time visiting. It's incredible.
I actually saw some of your exploring yesterday on the Formula E Instagram stories. If you did miss it, here's another chance to take a look.
Hello everyone, it's Darren here, coming to you live and direct from Monte Carlo. We are so excited to be racing here. As you guys know, Monaco is so iconic for motorsports, but I mean, it's also just a beautiful place. So why don't we take a look around? So one thing that I absolutely love about Monaco is how incredible the food is. I'm just walking down this street with a ton of restaurants, and I think the fact that we're close to Italy and France definitely shows because there's such an incredible Mediterranean mix. Past, future. Now this is by far one of my favourite spots to view Monaco. If you just take a look behind me, you can see all of the yachts and the boats looking glamorous as ever. Just to the left, we have our Formula E paddock, we have the mountains, and then if you pan over, I mean, just take a look at that boat. Doesn't get much more Monaco than this. I am now in the heart of Monte Carlo in the Casino Square. We've got the casino behind me, which I'm sure we've all seen in a ton of movies, but this is it in the flesh. This is also just such a great place to come and eat and drink, as well as people and car watch. And just a stone's throw away from the casino, I've stumbled upon this beautiful rose garden, which I absolutely love finding green spaces in all of the cities we visit, and this, I mean, it's definitely up there. Perfect for a bit of serenity before the action this weekend.
Love it. What a place Monaco is. Packed full of racing, heritage and legacy. I love it. But you know who also loves it? Monegasque racing team, ROKiT Venturi Racing. A little fact coming your way. They are the only Monegasque team in all of motorsport. So this is a pretty big deal for them this weekend.
Yeah, it's going to be a wonderful home race for them, I imagine. And their HQ here in Monaco, guys, breathtaking. Team Principal Jerome D'Ambrosio actually gave you an exclusive tour. So without further ado, let's take a look.
Hi everyone, I'm Jerome D'Ambrosio, team principal at ROKiT Venturi Racing. Welcome to our HQ. So here's our car in the shop front of our HQ in Fontvieille. We're at the heart of Monaco and we're racing about 500 meters away this weekend. So that's very exciting for us as a home race, with being the only Monegasque team in motorsport. We share our incredible offices with Venturi Automobile, and you can see some of the land speed records, machinery. The last one, the Vauxhall motorbike, which just broke the land speed record a few months ago for electric bike. This is our simulator room and also remote rooms. So during the race, you have 6 engineers that are authorized to be here by the FIA and to work in support to the race team. So this is the simulator. Obviously, this is such an important part for us as a team. This is where you're getting ready for the races. This is where the drivers learn about the track, we learn about the energy deployment and so on and so forth. It's a real tub that we've installed here, and you can see in the most important part of the simulator is really the software of the car, and so the steering wheel is exactly a representation of what we have on track. It's a real one, and that allows the driver to really try everything they need to try and train before race weekend. This is where I really would consider in a Formula E team that this is the heart of what we do. This is where the guys spend the most amount of time to try to improve and learn from previous weekends. Here you've got the server, so a very important part of the team, the heart of the team, provided for us by HPE, and it's a dedicated room just for that. Why this is so important is because Formula E is all about data and about marginal gains, and so it's managing them properly, being able to analyze the data in the right way with the right structure. It's fundamental to our performance. Part of our sustainability practice as well, we've got 2 ROKiT bikes that we offer to our employees to go around Monaco. As you can see there, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a few guys coming here cycling. It's part of the culture of the team. There's actually a quite fun game going on between them on who's saving the most CO2 emission per year by coming cycling instead of coming with the car or with a motorbike. As a team, and we're speaking about the games, doing cycling and everything, we really try to we do a lot of things together, sports. I go cycling with the guys sometimes. We do paddle, they run. We also have some fun games, which this is another little secret drawer that we have. There's some games going on with air guns machinery, as you can see. Obviously, performance is a very important point for me, I think for Susie as well. Obviously, we're both ex-racers and we want to be at the front. That's why we're in the game. And this year has been a very good season so far. I think last year as well was our most successful season to date. We kicked off the season 8, I think, in a great way. Driver-wise, I think we have a very strong lineup. 2 very different drivers, both very experienced, especially with Edo. We've been working now for a year and a half. Lucas is a very assertive driver. On track, outside of the track, he's got his ideas and he's not scared to voice them and to try to implement them. Edo has been with the team for now it's his 5th season, I think, with the team. He's part of this family, and we've seen some of his qualifying laps in the past few races, pretty astonishing. One that's coming to my mind is obviously Mexico, where I don't know, he pulled it together and avoided the wall, but he's an exciting driver to watch on one lap. And with the both of them, I think we have a real strong chance in finishing in a very, be in the mix and be at the very top of fighting for the very top of the rankings by the end of the season. Thank you for joining us at our offices. Thank you for your support, and make sure you tune in for the Monaco E-Prix this weekend.
Okay, Saunders, so now it's time for the big question. What are your predictions for this weekend?
I knew you were going to ask me this. Okay, to elaborate slightly on the piece from earlier, I think looking at António Felix Costa to begin with, if memory serves me right, this time last year, the win here was his, remember me, I'm back, I'm ready to win races again. And we're in a similar position where he hasn't had a win yet so far this season, so could this act in the same way potentially? Looking at Mitch Evans, so last time here, the reason he lost that lead was because of energy management. He basically overconsumed earlier on in the race. And what we've seen in the last two races, the back-to-back wins in Rome, is that the Jag had probably the most efficient car on the grid, or was the most efficient car on the grid. So that's like a full circle flip of how they were, the condition they were in here last year. So there's a real strong chance of redemption. And Mitch, maybe you can get 3 wins on the bounce, which would be incredible. Finally, I think Robin Frijns as well, like I said earlier, he's got the most amount of podiums so far this season. He's desperate for that win. He was really close here, looked very competitive here last year, so that could come. Jean-Eric Vergne, I mean, there's a lot of people that could do very well, but they're my main picks, let's say.
What about ROKiT Venturi Racing, who are obviously having their home race this weekend?
My opinion is that ROKiT Venturi Racing have the best chance they've probably ever had of lifting a trophy, or even the winning trophy on home soil. They've got a great package. They've got the Mercedes powertrain. They've got 2 drivers that are incredibly savvy at street racing. This is, I think this is their best chance yet. We could see them on the podium again. And it's been a long time. We're talking, I think it was 1929 the last time a Monegasque team won a race in Monaco.
I love your fun facts, Saunders. You're always blessing them with us. But let's see if your predictions are going to be accurate this weekend. We want to hear from you guys also what you think this weekend is going to hold for the teams here in Formula E. Let us know in the comments down below. But for now, I'm afraid that's all we have time for today's beautiful pit lane preview show in lovely Monaco. But it's a new season with our same relentless attitude. There's no turning back.
Monaco. The iconic track, raced as it was intended. Wheel-to-wheel action, overtakes on every famous corner. The Costa, Jev, circuit legends battling head-to-head. Formula E at its best. Monaco E-Prix, no turning back.